Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Floyd Mayweather hoping to sign fierce rival of Gervonta Davis. He is more skillful. Floyd Mayweather guided Gervonta Davis through the early part of his career, but now Haney is hoping to sign one of his old protege's biggest rivals. Davis was promoted by Floyd Mayweather and his Mayweather Promotions up until 2022, when the Baltimore native announced an amicable split from his mentor. Since then, the relationship has turned sour, with the two aiming verbal insults at each other on social media. Another man Tank has lost respect for is lightweight rival Shakur Stevenson, saying he talks too much and runs away in fights. Comparing the two fighters on the Come and Talk to Me show, Mayweather says Davis carries the power advantage, but Shakur was hands down the most skillful. As of right now, the biggest puncher I feel at 135 is probably Gervonta Tank Davis, but the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevenson. Well, it's all really about skills. Personally, Tucker was not a huge puncher, but he was very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody, and Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He is trying to fight the best out there. He is asking to fight the best. TBE then made the admission that he is hoping to sign the three-way world champion to take him to the next level. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to the next level and give him the fight that he wants and make the fight happen that he wants. Davis returns to the ring on June 15th to defend his WBA title against Frank Martin. Stevenson follows in July, putting his WBC belt on the line against Artem Kharatounian. Should both come through, a unification is a must-see both. Timothy Bradley makes bold prediction for Gervonta Davis-Shakur Stevenson fight. Gervonta vs Shakur is on every list of fights fans want to see in the next 12 months. The clash of styles and the personality between the two unbeaten Americans sets the stage for a fascinating encounter that would be a unification in the lightweight division. In an interview, former two-way world champion Timothy Bradley has called for the fight to be made, but admits Tank holds the key to making it happen. Tank's the guy I want to see a Shakur fight, but I already know what will happen. Shakur is going to have to take short money, if that's what's going to happen. They are going to use things against him. They are going to say, you don't sell out any arenas, you don't bring anything to the table. They are going to say, you're going to run all night. They are going to say everything they possibly can for this fight not to happen. Where I think the fight should happen. Bradley is tipping Stevenson to come out on top due to his superior defensive skills. My money is on Shakur. I think the fans win championships. I could be wrong. Tank is an animal and he can fight, but he has yet to be in the ring with a guy as smart as Shakur and a guy that's on this IQ level. I got Shakur because of his defense. You can't hit him. You cannot hit him. Tank has the right hand, but if you can't land that right hand or figure out a way to land that right hand, then how is going to beat him? I want Shakur, he talks too much, I'll stop him, all he is going to do is run. Davis has made it clear that Shakur is on his hit list and is confident of a knockout performance. Frank Martin spoke up today about his gymmate Ryan Garcia, picking against him in his title challenge of WBA regular lightweight champ Gervonta Davis on June 15th in their fight on Prime Video pay-per-view at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Martin noted that initially Ryan had on his side saying he would win, but then went in the opposite direction, talking about betting $1 million that Tank would win. It looks bad that Frank Martin and Ryan share the same trainer, Derek James, and the trains in Dallas. Ryan would have been better off staying neutral on the Tank vs Martin fight. It could be that Ryan is trying to stay on Tank Davis' side because he wants a rematch. That's the biggest fight out there. for Ryan, who is coming off an upset 12-round majority decision win over WBC light welterweight champion Devin Haney on April 20th. Ryan wants a mega fight when he does return to the ring, and right now his future situation is murky, given his recent positive PED tests for asterine. The New York State Athletic Commission has yet to meet to discuss Ryan's case. Frank, 29, is an underdog against Tank-Davis, and almost no one is giving him a chance of winning. The Errol Spence Jr. promoted Martin didn't look great in his last fight, needing to rally to defeat Artem Harodunyan by a 12-round unanimous decision. He was cool, but I don't care what he say. I wouldn't get on and talk down. He went from Frank is going to win to Frank is going to. I bet $1 million against him, say Martin, about how Ryan Garcia went from backing him to picking Gervonta Davis to beat him in their fight on June 15th. This shit is fake with me. I don't follow with people like that. That's fake. I don't care if it's promoting or building, that shit is fake. I'm not with all that. I'm the type of person. I rock who I rock with, and that's why my circle is strong how it is. Frank continued, if Ryan's motives are to stay in Tank Davis' good graces to get a massive payday, it's understandable why he would be suddenly picking against Martin in their June 15th fight. The money that Ryan can make fighting Tank in a rematch is enormous, and it's important that he gets that payday before the bottom drops out of his career. He is fake, even when he is saying that I still am going to down-talk him or bash his name, let him lose his money, said Martin about Ryan. No friends in boxing. That tweet was not geared directly towards him, but he was a part of that, but it was bigger than just that. It's a lot, said Martin when asked if his recent comment, "There ain't enough friends in this shit," was directed towards Ryan. This boxing shit, the identity of friend, and I get that. People change up when money is involved, especially the kind of dough that Ryan can get fighting Tank Davis against. Martin shouldn't be surprised that he is picking against him. It wouldn't make sense for Ryan to be backing Martin and risk getting on a Tank's bad side. People jump sides. You got people that doubt. You really in this shit by yourself, really, say Martin. You got your solid team, but other than that, as a fighter, you got to put yourself in the mindset that you in it by yourself. It started before all this, say Martin, and whether he's fine with Gervonta Davis rolled all this out. It started with the Artem fight, and then it started with the fight that was supposed to happen with Shakur Stevenson to this fight now. It's a lot of different sides, a lot of different conversations, and a lot of different things, said Ryan Martin. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.